What's up, gamers? Last weekend, I went to Classic Game Fest, the biggest retro gaming convention in all of Texas. I'm a pretty anxious person, which is a big reason why I actually haven't been to this convention in over 5 years now. And this year I also got really into retro game collecting, so I decided it was finally time to go back to Classic Game Fest. Now, I had 3 main goals going into this convention. First, I want to get 3 of my most prized possessions signed by 3 very influential people. My second goal was to compete in a game tournament, and my third and final goal was, obviously, find some great deals on video games. The convention opened up on Friday at 12 p.m., but I didn't arrive until 1. I spent the first hour basically just wandering around the convention floor, seeing all the different booths, vendors, and things to do. Now, if you're thinking of going game hunting at a convention, I got a few tips for you that'll really help you save money. First and most importantly, do your research ahead of time. I would highly suggest making a list of all the games you want to find and then look up the prices of those games on price charting or eBay, just to get a general idea of what they're worth and what you'd be willing to pay for them. My second tip is a tip for retro game collecting in general, which is know how to spot fake games. I don't think I saw any fake games at this particular convention, but you can never be too safe. And my third tip is don't be afraid to negotiate. Now, not every vendor will be willing to work with you. Sometimes they just have set prices and they're not willing to give any discounts, but it never hurts to ask. Now, personally, I used to be really nervous about haggling. Just remember, it's completely normal and vendors aren't gonna feel offended if you try to bargain with them. But if you thought this convention was just a bunch of resellers, you'd be wrong. There's also plenty of small businesses, artists, playable arcade cabinets, pinball machines, playable consoles, live music, tournaments, and even some special guests. It's a great time all around. After browsing for a while, I stopped by this section where there were a bunch of indie devs basically showing off game demos. I recorded 2 of my friends playing what looked to be some kind of 2D arena shooter. I tried out this game called Cute Patoots. The developer told me it's mainly inspired by Kirby, Mega Man, and a little bit of Pokemon. And I really see all of the influences. It's a really cool mishmash. The visuals look really clean, the movement feels good, and honestly, I'm just excited to see more. And there's a playable demo of the game on Steam right now, so if you're like me and you're a big fan of cartoony platformers, then yeah, definitely check this game out, give it a try, show some love. At this point, I had a pretty good lay of the land, so I decided to start working towards my first goal, acquiring those autographs. First up, Charles Martinet. All right, guys, I'm about to go say hi to Mr. Martinet himself, and I have a little something for him. I think he'll like this. Nice. I mean, he went crazy on this. He's a legend, bro. Love that guy. Next, I met with Grant Kirkhope. Now we are at the legendary Grant Kirkhope's booth. Legendary musician, absolutely legendary. And I brought him a little bit of Donkey Kong. All right, gamers, I have acquired the second signature, Donkey Kong 64. Oh yeah. Now this is epic. I love Donkey Kong. And finally, I met James Rolfe, the angry video game nerd himself.
Virtual Boy.
This is ass.
Really?
Terrible. Gives me a headache, man. All right, that's good. Oh my goodness. I'm feeling pretty starstruck right now, guys. I can't even lie. This is... That was so cool. It was great to meet him. Later on, there was a special guest panel with several voice actors from the Mario series, including Samantha Kelly, Laura Faye Smith, Kenny James, and Mike Vaughn. Oh yeah, and Grant Kirkhope was there too. Okay.
So, one of the first questions I want to ask you guys is, what has your experience been with the characters that you've played? Yeah, what's some of your favorite stories that you've had of that?
I just had one happen just a few minutes ago. I met Miranda and Joe. Are you guys here? Oh, hi guys. Aren't they so cute? Like, they're beautiful. And so they were talking about how they met in high school playing Mario Kart. They played together for 8 years. Am I telling this right? Ish?
Played together for like 8 hours straight.
8 hours straight one time. Okay, I just made that 8 years apart. Anyways, and they just got married last year. And
Yeah.
So is Samantha out there right now? There she is. We met, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago, and she was very shy, and she came up, and she was cosplayed as Rosalina, but really very shy about it. And then she stayed in touch with me, and she was asking a lot about how to become an actor. So from the time I met her maybe 3 or 4 years ago to now, she is finishing school as a theater major.
How video games could really mean such a lot to people. I think people think it's a very shallow genre and it's not a big deal and all that. But I don't think that people outside games don't understand what it's like being inside games. And I think that it touches so many people's lives in so many different ways. You know, you hear about people playing the games with their mum and dad when they were little kids, and when they play it when they're 30, it takes them right back to those days, sat in the living room playing whatever it is, you know, and just takes you back to that moment. And I think, you know, people might watch movies a couple of times, but you play games for 70, 80, 90, 100 hours these days. And I think that it just leaves that indelible mark. I think, and speaking as a composer, that's great for us, right? Because people really start to like the music, because they just get brainwashed, right? So it works in our favour. Maybe not so much in your favour, but it works in our favour quite a lot. So yeah, I think games can be that really overarching thing that people don't think they are.
Let's see if you've ever said or heard this phrase before. You're the voice of my childhood. I've only heard that about 8 million times. But it's true for a lot of people, you know. I've been voicing Bowser somewhere between 21 and 22 years. And I keep running into younger and younger players now. I had somebody a couple of shows back that they had their little kid with them, and it's like they'll put a controller in his hand and he sits on the couch and he's not doing anything, he's running into a wall, you know, and they'll be all, "Are you winning?" He goes, "Yeah." The fans of this particular game franchise are just some of the best, you know. I'm fans of other games as well, but the fandom isn't quite as rabid. So, not that you guys are rabbits. That's a whole different thing, too.
I love hearing you were the voice of my childhood, and I voiced it when I was in my 30s. And I'm talking to a grown adult. Give it up for Austin, because y'all came up to my booth, and 2 of you knew the most obscure game ever that I was on. And that's the first time that's ever happened, so.
And that's all for day 1. My friends all went back to Houston that night because they had other plans for the remainder of the weekend, which means I was all on my own for day 2. I arrived at the convention at 9:30 in the morning, and the very first thing I did was buy a hoodie because somehow I forgot to pack any long sleeve shirts or hoodies or anything like that, and I was feeling cold. Then I immediately made a beeline for the Eon Gaming booth so I could sign up for a tournament they were hosting. And y'all, let me tell you, this tournament was crazy. Mario Kart Double Dash, 64 players, 16 players simultaneous gameplay. Only in Mario Kart Double Dash can you do this, and I've been wanting to try this feature forever. But I signed up for the 4th and final bracket, so it would be a couple hours before it was time to compete. After wandering around for a while, I was beginning to feel just a little bored. Well guys, I'm getting a little bored of walking around, just been walking around a lot. You know, luckily, I brought just the thing for this. Oh yeah, that's right, we got the best portable gaming console of all time! Now you're playing with power, that's what I'm talking about. Whoa, I'm in a virtual world! This is crazy! Whoa! Ah, hey, look at that, it's time for the tournament. Man, time really flies when you're playing Virtual Boy. Oh, Sherbert Land.
This is our practice round, ladies.
Oh, wait, I don't know how to start. Oh, whoops. Oh, no, other way. Ah. Oh, no. Oh, so close.
Go, right there, off, here we go.
Ah, okay.
Save that banana.
Well, I'm trying. Oh, okay, there we go. Oh, that's bad. Oh my God.
Bowser Jr. Oh, but right next to the blue cell takes out both.
Oh, that was lucky.
Bowser at the final turns. On our final lap.
Oh, wow. How did we get that in first? That's crazy.
Blue cell.
Ah!
It hits. The dust settles.
Oh, no. Ah!
Let's race at this point. Truba and Character at it, but Number 30 out in front. They make their way towards a very dangerous springboard.
Oh, wow, that was close.
On the floor and oh my goodness gracious, they make it.
All right.
You're right as they go towards the.
That's okay, it's okay. We can come back. Let's go, come on.
And the red shell, Brandon Edger, and they're scooped out on the side left. City Dog and Barrett Trippa holding it true. Now in first place. They give it to the final lap.
Oh, nice.
And now this is City Dog and Barrett Trippa going down the corkscrew, grabbing that floor mushroom, and past the finish line in first place. They take it home.
Oh, man. Baby Park! Ah, no! Oh, banana. Ah! Whoa! Wow!
Oh no!
That's nasty. Oh, please.
Get to the final line here at Baby Park. One more turn, can they hold it?
Oh, we had the star in the end.
And they do. First place goes to Kart number 29. Second place.
Okay, all right. Hey, top four. Let's go. Oh, wait. I got my boy Wario? This might be good. This might be good.
Can they retain position?
Yes.
Fight at the top four. And another blue shell. They take them all first, second, and third place.
Okay, wow, that's a bit much, guys. Come on.
Down the line. Oh, whoa. Roger, what? The blue shell went at the finish line.
Now?
Oh! They scored though. Card number 26.
Well, guys, I lost. Yeah, it was a pretty devastating tournament, but you know, I think my partner actually did a great job driving. I don't think I would have done better than that. So yeah, I didn't even know what I was doing in the back. And then like, oh yeah, I think on the second race, I was also like looking at the bottom screen instead of the top one because I thought we were still playing as Bowser. I was like, uh-oh. Okay, well, we may have lost the first match, and it may have been mostly my fault, but hey, we still got the losers bracket. There's still a chance. After a quick lunch break, it was time for battle. Nice. Okay, okay. Oh, wow. Oh, nice shot. Okay, okay. Oh! Ah! Okay, okay, we did it. The second though, that's good. Oh, that's great. We got second? Whoa, whoa, that's pretty good. After another break, we came back for the second losers bracket. Ooh. Gamers, welcome to my floor. So yeah, that Mario Kart tournament was actually the last thing I did. You know, I was just so devastated by that loss. I really just didn't even want to show my face around there anymore. Okay, that's not really what happened. I could have stayed for one more day, but I don't know, I didn't really think it was worth it. I had already bought like a lot of stuff. I was happy with my haul and I was just like, yeah, okay. I think I'm ready to go home now. But I think really the biggest reason I just felt like coming home was I was just feeling a bit drained. You know, I'm kind of an introverted person and just being in public spaces for a while kind of drains me. So now that I'm back home, let's take a look at everything I got. First of all, I got this Super Nintendo hoodie. It's pretty simple, but I like it. And on the back, I didn't even notice this when I got it, but it's got the controller layout, which is very cool. I got some really cool posters. This one This one was only $5, which is crazy. I got this really cool GameCube poster. If y'all know me, you know I love the GameCube, and this is just so cool. It's got all the like layout of the console and all the different like characters. And for the last poster I got this like promotion poster for Kirby Air Riders. This was actually the last one they had, and I absolutely love Kirby Air Ride. I love Kirby Air Riders. This is like a dream come true type of game for me. And of course, as you all saw in the vlog, I got all 3 of these items signed. I gotta say I'm a little biased. This one is like easily my favorite one, just because meeting the angry video game nerd, it was just so cool. Then I got Wario World signed by Charles Martinet, and he went crazy with this. This was so cool. I mean, he's just like writing all this stuff down, and he's like doing the voice while he's writing it. It's really cool. If you ever get to meet him, he's a really cool guy for sure. And then we have Donkey Kong 64 signed by Grant Kirkhope, the legendary composer who made music for Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie, DK64, and several others. Yeah, I want to talk a bit about my experience getting these signatures and meeting these influential people, just because I know a lot of people out there probably have, you know, a bit of anxiety about meeting these people. And you know, even I was a little starstruck when I met Angry Video Game Nerd. I was like, wow, this is incredible. I still think the experience of meeting these people is totally worth it. It's just super cool. If you are like nervous about, you know, meeting someone who you're a big fan of, I would just say, you know, go for it. But you know, I also don't want you to get like the wrong idea. You know, you're not gonna be able to like form a connection with these guys or something, because you know, they have to meet like hundreds and thousands of people at these conventions. So, you know, a lot of the time you're just gonna end up like maybe talking to them for like 10-15 seconds, and then they kind of wave you off. And I'm not even trying to make them sound bad. It's just kind of like, you know, that's kind of the way they have to do it, because they have to get to everyone. So I would just say keep your expectations like realistic. You know, the last thing you want is to be that guy showing up like dripping in sweat, going like, oh my God, you're my hero, I love you. So yeah, I would say Charles Martinet and AVGN were definitely pretty popular, and so I didn't really get to talk to them for that long. But Grant Kirkhope, on the other hand, this was a really, this was a great surprise. I mean, he just, you know, once he was done signing this, I kind of thought he would just like go on to the next person. But no, he just like had a little conversation with me for like 2 to 3 minutes about like DK64. He asked me like, he was like, oh, what do you think of the DK rap? I was like, yeah, I know it by heart, man. And you know, we talked about, he asked me like what was my favorite part of DK64. I felt a little embarrassed. He kind of put me on the spot, and I haven't played the game in a while. I just said like, I don't know, the desert was fun. Yeah, and then he asked me like what I thought of DK64, like if I thought it was too big, and I just told him like, you know, I find the backtracking to be kind of relaxing, so I don't really mind it that much. And I think this game still has like a ton of fun moments. And you know, personally, I would say just getting these signatures and meeting these influential people, that alone made the event worth it to me. But you know, I've also got a lot of other stuff in this bag, so let's take a look at what I got here. So as you all saw, I lost that Mario Kart tournament pretty spectacularly, but I did get a little consolation prize just for showing up. They gave me like a little $5 coupon to spend at their store, so I just got this little Kirby plushie. He's on like a rubber duck floaty, and he's got these little scuba goggles. I thought this was super cute. I also got this scented candle, which has Umbreon on it. It's called Shadow Shutdown. And the scent is Moon Lake, Jasmine, and White Musk. I thought this smelled really good, so I picked it up. And then I also got this soap bar, this like Mario themed soap bar from the same vendor. They were called Bathin' Nerdy. Bathin' Nerdy. Me personally, I just like to set an example for all the other gamers out there by not smelling like shit. I walked away with 3 new GameCube games, and man, if you know, you know, GameCube is like popping off these days. It is so popular, and the prices are just skyrocketing. It's unfortunate for someone like me who loves the GameCube, because it turns out everyone loves the GameCube. First of all, I got these 2 licensed games here. I kind of have a lot of nostalgia and like just a fascination with these like old licensed games. These are 2 that I actually grew up with, so I decided to pick them up. Why not? I definitely want to do a video on licensed games at some point, so stay tuned for that. And then I got a real heavy hitter here with The Simpsons Hit and Run. This game I usually see going for like around $100 on eBay, CIB, but this one only 75. And, you know, granted, that's because it's actually not an original GameCube case, but hey, you know, it has the cover art, it has the manual, so I'm happy with that. I got these 3 complete in box Super Nintendo games. Now, usually for NES and SNES, I'll just buy loose cartridges, but I thought the prices on these were pretty decent, so I thought, why not? Oh dear. Yeah, we've got Bubsy 1 and Bubsy 2 for Super Nintendo. So I've actually never played Bubsy, and I've always been curious to try it out. Like, I just gotta see, like, is it really bad, as bad as people say it is? You know, I like to try games that people don't like and try to find something good in them. So, you know, maybe I could have a good time with these, we'll see. Then I got Aero the Acrobat, another like B platforming mascot from the past. But if you actually look a little closer, this is actually not an original Super Nintendo copy. This is actually a reprint from Limited Run. So sometimes they will do reprints of like old retro games, which is super cool. I would love to get more of these, but I think a lot of them are like kind of rare nowadays. But this one was only 60 bucks, and I usually see it going for like 75 to like 100 on eBay, so pretty good deal, I would say. I also got 2 more Super Nintendo games, which are just loose cartridges. First of all, Stunt Race FX. So this is one of those early Super Nintendo games that used the Super Effects chip to do like 3D graphics. So I kind of wanted to test it out for that. And then we have another game that also used the Super Effects chip, Pilot Wings. Now, of course, Pilot Wings is a series. There were 3 games total made for it. But for me, the original SNES version is where it's at. This is unlike any of the other games, and it's just got a vibe that is unlike any other game I've played. So I definitely want to do a video on this at some point. Stay tuned for that. All right, this one's kind of random, but I also did get 1 Game Boy Color game, and it's actually not an official release. This is Grimace's Birthday, which was apparently a game that was released as like a promotion alongside the Grimace Shake for Grimace's birthday, back when McDonald's was doing that. And I believe you can just play it online, but some people have actually like ported it to a Game Boy cartridge that you can buy and play on an official system, which I think is really cool. So I'm gonna give this one a try. This is the kind of stuff I love to find at these conventions, you know? Ah, the NES, the perfect system for when I feel like torturing myself. Okay, now I'm not a huge like NES guy, but I decided to get some NES cartridges. There are some games I really respect on that system and some that I really wanted to own, so I thought I might as well. We got Super Mario Bros. 2. This is actually the only game out of the original trilogy that I did not own. I also got Pinball on NES. Because pinball games are kind of a weird fascination of mine. Like, I think they're really interesting. It's not like everyone's first choice of like a game to play, but like it's kind of interesting that these games keep coming out and, you know, they find new ways to like try and make it interesting or engaging. I got Star Tropics, which is it's like an old forgotten Nintendo IP. I don't really know much about it. From the gameplay I've seen, it kind of looks like Zelda, but maybe a little bit more emphasis on like puzzles. So I don't know. It looks interesting. I'll try it out for sure. I also got RC Pro-Am, which is a very early racing game on the NES. I always think it's really cool to take a look at these older racing games to see how they got around the limitations of these older systems. And the one I'm most excited about is actually Kid Icarus. I think it's a really cool series. I love like the vibe of it, the characters, the world. Kid Icarus Uprising is like, it's a crime that hasn't been ported to Switch yet. Like, that game desperately needs a port or a sequel. Just give us more, dude. It was so good. I also got 3 new N64 cartridges. First of all, we got Pokemon Puzzle League, a very fun puzzle game based on Panel de Pon. And yeah, you may have noticed I don't always buy these games in the best condition. Because, you know, personally, as long as the game works, that's really what I care about. You know, this is the stuff I actively look for because, you know I can get a better deal. I also got Chameleon Twist, which is a very unique 3D platformer for the N64 made by Sunsoft. Rocket Robot on Wheels, which is an old 3D platformer from Ubisoft. Overall, I think this is a pretty awesome haul. I'm really excited to try out all these games, make some new content on them probably. Yeah, you know, I just had a great time overall. I'd highly recommend getting out there, going to some conventions. It's really cool. You get to meet like-minded people, you get to play some games, see some live music, talk to special guests. There's a lot of people wearing like cool costumes, cosplays and stuff. It's just a great environment and I had a great time. And yeah, I think that's all I have to say, right?